Hello everyone. I'm so excited because I just picked up the Rift S and I just wanted to give a little review and give my initial thoughts on it after using it for a couple days. Now, I've never owned a VR headset in my life or even used one, so this is not going to be a comparison between the Rift S and the original Rift or any of the other VR headsets. So if you're like me and going into VR blind, this is the review for you. So I've already unboxed it and have been using it for a couple days, so sorry there will not be an unboxing in this video, but here it is. Here is the Rift S. Looks pretty similar to the original Rift to me. The main difference is that there aren't any external sensors. They are in the headset, so that's a big benefit to me. It also comes with the adjustable headband here that will go forwards and backwards. I can't do it at the moment because I'm holding the camera, and a strap on the top. And it fits very snug depending on what you need. It also comes with a built-in microphone and audio. And you're also going to find the usual controllers for the Rift. These will act as your hands while you're using the headset, and they're quite comfortable in my opinion to use. We won't be using these today because we are sim racing, but they are going to be handy for when you are playing actual VR games. But those will not be covered in this review, just sim racing for today. Now, once you're strapped in, you're gonna look pretty goofy because you got this big brick on your face, but trust me, it will be totally worth it. The control back here will tighten forwards and backwards however you need it. I like a nice snug fit on my head so I don't get any movement. Now, originally I did try using my nice headset with the Rift, but unfortunately it just doesn't fit very well over the headset, so I went back to the in-headset microphone and audio, and it is pretty good. My friend on Discord did say it was very clear mic. The audio is a little quiet though, which from what I've heard they're going to be fixing that in an update. And the sound kind of sounds like it comes out up on the top here rather than down by your ears, but it's pretty good for what it is.
Alright, so we're strapped in, we're loaded into a session of IndyCar at Indianapolis. This is a live session, so there should be cars around us. Okay, there's no one connected. I think they all just left for the race. But we're still going to hop in. So whenever you get into a session, it's going to look really funky. So what you do to fix this is you go to Options and Controls, and you'll see Recenter HMD. You have to press this every time you get in, so it'll center your sensors and your camera. So I mapped this to the PlayStation button on my Thrustmaster wheel. So whenever I hop in, I just press that. Technical difficulties. And then you're ready to go. You can look around wherever you'd like. And we're just going to go ahead and hop out on track. Alright, there we go. Now, as I'm driving, it's going to look very choppy. And I don't want to say choppy, it's going to look very shaky as I'm driving. Now, I had this concern before I bought the Rift because I noticed the shakiness whenever people would race in the Rift. Now, it does not look like that while you're actually in the Rift, so that is a plus side to it. The quality in the Rift, it could be better, but it's not awful. I can clearly see everything Sometimes it does hurt my eyes a little bit, but overall, I think it has pretty good quality. So, I can look wherever I'd like to and really spot the apexes and make sure I'm hitting them. I can look to the left if there's a car, and I look to the right if there's a car. Now, the one thing that has really been throwing me off is having to look in the mirrors. Now, I used the virtual rear view before I got the Rift, and I decided to turn it off just to have full immersion. It would be a lot easier if I had it on, but I just want to be fully immersed in the Rift when I'm racing. So checking the side mirrors, especially in the IndyCar that doesn't have an in-car rear view, is a bit of a learning curve, but I'm mostly just relying on my spotter. So I've decided to go ahead and switch over to the Ferrari at Imola. And there are actually cars on track at this one, so you join in, you're in the floorboards, you press your recenter button, and you are ready to go. You really want to make sure you are dead center with your wheel. So, some cars coming, let's go ahead and get out. See, I can look over and see this guy right here. It looks so lifelike. So you're gonna let me go? Okay. Now I can see him in the mirror there. There's a car coming. There he is. I do kind of rely on my relative a lot. I probably shouldn't talk and drive.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gained.
Now, road courses are really where you're gonna thrive in the Rift, from my experience so far. Like this hairpin right here, I can spot the apex from so far away, and it's just so beneficial. There he goes, I can see that. I can spot this apex easily. That's an off track.
On the left.
Now this car is a little better in terms of mirrors because of that rear view camera. But something about the side mirrors just throws me off. Again, we look to the left and we can easily spot the apex. Now I used to run a single monitor and I never had that benefit. Now another just awesome thing about VR is, first of all, the arms and legs. They are perfectly in sync with how I physically have them in front of me. And just being able to see all the little details in the car is just so cool to me. It's just a really immersive experience, and I'm enjoying it a lot so far. But now I will show some clips of a couple races and how VR works in a race.
The pace car is in. Green.
Outside. He's still there. Clear high. Outside. Clear high. Outside.
Alright.
Hold your line.
Hold your line. Get ready, going green. The pace car is in. Let the pace car by. Get the position when the yellow flag came out. Green, green, green.
Fucking shit, dude.
Left side.
Be a swell guy and let me by.
Keep to the
Be a
right.
pal.
Clear on the left.
Good pass. Well done. Yellow flag. Caution.
So I've had the Rift S for about a week now, and I've been sim racing on it pretty much every day as well as other games, but we're just going to cover the sim racing portion of the pros and cons here. A few pros I thought of, just plain immersion. It feels like you're really in the car while you're racing. That's a huge plus. The ability to look around the car at whatever you need to, out your side mirrors, out the window, and your blind spots. Now, I did come up with a couple cons of the Rift S being a first-time user, neither of which are too terrible, but one is during long or high-energy sessions, I tend to sweat, and it actually drips down onto the lens, which can cause vision impairment until I wipe it off. So if you live somewhere where it's warm, or you play in a warm environment, I would suggest putting a fan directly on you so you stay cool and don't sweat. The other one is the connection cable can get in the way if I'm sim racing or even playing a different game like Beat Saber, but we are just focusing on sim racing in this video. And my final thoughts on the Rift S: overall, I don't regret my purchase at all, and it's relatively cheap. I think for $400 it's a good way to take a step into the virtual reality world, and I would fully recommend it for your sim racing experience. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave any comments below. If you'd like to see any other virtual reality related or sim racing related videos, let me know. And I will also link my Twitch below if you want to come hang out. I do a lot of sim racing during the week and weekend, and I would also like to start playing other games. So if you like this video, let me know. Come check out my Twitch. I'll see you guys later.